Hi, friends. It's me. It's Laura. I'm here for another story time for you. I want to first say thank you so much to those of you who sent me some such warm and kind responses about enjoying story time yesterday. So I'm really going to try to do a good job and send you one every school day. Okay, I'll do my best. So today I have a book and I'll show you the cover. Looks like this. And the name of the story is called The Blue Ribbon Day, and it's written by Katie Couric. She used to be a news anchor once upon a time. And it's illustrated by Marjorie Priceman. Okay, so here we go, The Blue Ribbon Day. Lovely title page. Ellie McSnelly and Carrie O'Toole raced down the hall of Brookhaven School. They stopped when they saw a big sign on the door that read, "Tryouts for soccer tomorrow at 4." Carrie said, "Great! Hey, let's give it a whirl. I'd love to be known as a cool soccer girl. Our skill and our speed are now terribly needed. We'll beat 'em, we'll bust 'em, we'll be undefeated." Saturday came and the sky was bright blue. Carrie hardly could wait to show what she could do. And when the clock struck 1:30, she screamed, "Mom, I'll see ya! I'm heading to tryouts to be the next Mia." She got there and she saw Ellie running so fast, her ponytail was waving at the girls as she passed. Over here, Ellie heard Carrie shout. Carrie ran up to kick, but instead she wiped out. She watched Patty Smiley moving downfield, passing to Ellie with grace and with zeal. Ellie dribbled and passed. Wow, she was on a roll. Then she got the ball back and she kicked in a goal. And so practice went for the rest of the hour. Ellie said, "That was fun, but I sure need a shower." Carrie said, "When it comes to this game, Elle, you rule." "I'll see you Monday," said Ellie. "Cool." Carrie was glad she'd gone out on a limb till she saw the big sign hanging up in the gym. "The following girls come to Saturday's game." Carrie looked and she looked, but she could not find her name. She watched some of the girls who were jumping for joy. They were hugging and screaming and shouting, "Oh boy!" Ellie said, "Hey there, Carrie. Can't wait till we play." But the tears in her eyes, Carrie just walked away. Ellie followed her out and said, "Please, Carrie, wait. You should be on the team. I think you played great." Carrie said, "Thank you, Ellie. That's really so sweet. But I'm no good at soccer. I've got 2 left feet." When Carrie got home, she was feeling so blue. She cried to her mom and said, "What will I do?" Her mom said, "Don't worry. I know you are sad, but you couldn't feel good if you never felt bad." She hugged Carrie and said, "Honey, give it some time. We're all good at something. You'll have your chance to shine. Everybody's a star, a brilliant creation. The trouble is finding the right constellation." Carrie thought she'd try to take those words to heart. The next day, she was ready to make a new start. And it turned out She picked a very good day. The school science fair was just 1 week away. Her lab partner, Laszlo, said, "Let's have some fun. You've always said 2 heads are better than one." Carrie took just a minute to think it all through and said, "Well, there is a project that I've been wanting to do." So the two got together that day after school with Miss Rigg's supervision. You know that's the rule. They got out their beakers and their Bunsen burners and decided to find out if they were fast learners. They boiled beakers of water, then lowered the heat. They added some sugar to make it so sweet. They filled them and filled them till they couldn't add more, and transferred the liquid with a slow, steady pour. They added food coloring to give it some flair, then put popsicle sticks in the cups with great care. Then they waited a week to see what would appear. Could they enter this project? It soon would be clear. I wonder what they're making. Wonder what kind of science they're making there. It worked! They made, what do you think they made? They made crystals, all colors and sizes, a mobile of crystalline sugar surprises. Not cubes, but all oblongs with slants on the ends. And they watched as they glistened, these two special friends. They submitted their project, one of 23, and the next day the whole school was invited to see all the budding young scientists and what they could do. And on Carrie and Laszlo's was a ribbon so blue. They did it! First place in the school science fair. They screamed and they hugged and they jumped in the air. Ellie ran up and high-fived them and said, "I'm so proud to know two budding Einsteins." And they all laughed out loud. Look at those beautiful crystals they made. The next day, it was Carrie who was feeling so proud as she stood in the midst of a big cheering crowd. And from way down the block, you could hear Carrie roar when Elle made a goal and they won 5-4. And that is the end of the Blue Ribbon Day. There's the author on the back, Katie Couric. So, you know, in class when we read a book or we watch something on the ViewSonic, we always say, "What's the message? What was the message in that?" So, did you guys hear a message? Think about it. What do you think the message in that book was? I bet you thought of it. The message is everybody's good at some things. Some things are hard for us. Some things are hard, yes. But there's some things that we're really good at. And we have to keep trying until we find something that brings us joy, that we're passionate about, that we love to do, and that we're really good at. So never, ever give up. If you try something, you don't feel like you're very successful, try something else and keep trying until you find something that really feels good in your heart. So she tried soccer. She wasn't so great, right? But she found out she loved science and she could do some really awesome things in science. So maybe you can think of something that you feel really good about, something you do well. Could be maybe you're a great bike rider because you ride a two-wheeler and you're fast at riding a bike. Maybe you're an artist. Maybe you think you're great at art. So maybe in your journal, you can write something that you think you do really well. And if you want to, think about something you tried that you weren't so good at. We all have those things, right? And in this book, if you remember in their science project, they made crystals. So I'm going to attach to your parents' email a site that shows how you can make some different crystals at home. So if you want to try to make some crystals like our friend in the book did, give it a try. And if you make them, post them on Seesaw so I can see. Remember, those take time to grow, so it's not going to happen overnight. So we have to have some patience. Okay, that's the book for today, friends. Bye. I hope you're doing well. Say hi to your parents for me, and I'll see you at the next story time. Okay, bye.